My name is Emma. I'm 29 years old, and 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, my own family erased me like I never existed. No warning, no conversation, just one message in the family group chat. Emma is no longer welcome at Thanksgiving this year. Please respect our decision. Sent by my mother, read by 20 relatives, defended by no one. The worst part? I didn't even know what crime I had supposedly committed, until my sister decided to explain it. Her name is Ashley. Ashley has always been the favorite, the beautiful one, the emotional one, the one who somehow turns every problem into someone else's fault. And that night, she turned me into the villain. It happened during Sunday dinner at my parents' house, the kind of dinner we'd had 100 times before. My dad carving chicken, my mom complaining about work, Ashley showing up late like always. But this time, she didn't come alone. Her husband Daniel walked in behind her, and the moment I saw his face, something felt off. Daniel usually walked into a room like he owned it, confident, relaxed, but that night, he looked exhausted, quiet, like someone who hadn't slept properly in days. Ashley, on the other hand, was glowing, too happy, too affectionate, clinging to his arm like she was performing for an invisible audience. And then, halfway through dinner, she suddenly turned to me. She smiled, sweet, polite, dangerous, and said the one sentence that destroyed everything. "Emma, why have you been telling people my husband is cheating on me?" The entire table went silent. Forks stopped moving. My dad slowly raised his head. My mom's eyes widened. And Daniel turned to look at me like he was trying to understand what he'd just heard. I blinked. "What?" Ashley's eyes filled with tears instantly. "You told Aunt Melissa that Daniel was flirting with another woman at the bar downtown," she whispered. "I never said that." Ashley shook her head like she was heartbroken. "You also told Mom you saw him leaving a hotel with someone." My mother gasped. And suddenly, every pair of eyes at the table was staring at me, judging, waiting. Let me make something clear. I never told anyone Daniel was cheating. Not because I didn't know, but because it wasn't my marriage. It wasn't my place. Ashley had already chosen the kind of husband she wanted. And honestly, I had bigger problems in my life than babysitting my sister's bad decisions. But Ashley didn't care about the truth. She only cared about control. Ashley's voice started shaking. "You've always been jealous of me," she said. "I knew one day you'd try to ruin my life." I looked around the table, expecting someone to question this insanity. Instead, my father looked at me with disappointment. "Emma," he said slowly, "did you say these things?" "No." One word, clear, honest, final. But Ashley suddenly slammed her hand on the table. "Stop lying!" Tears streamed down her face. "I can't believe you'd try to destroy my marriage." The performance was perfect, Oscar level. My mother rushed to her side immediately. "It's okay, sweetheart," she whispered. And just like that, the entire room shifted. Suddenly, Ashley was the victim, and I was the monster. Then Daniel spoke, quietly. "Why would you do that, Emma?" His voice wasn't angry. It was confused. Like he genuinely believed I had started these rumors, and couldn't understand why. I looked directly at him. I didn't. For a moment, something strange happened. Daniel didn't look at Ashley. He didn't comfort her. He didn't yell at me. He just stared at my face, studying it, like he was searching for something. Ashley noticed. And that's when she escalated the entire situation. She pushed her chair back suddenly. "I can't sit here while she lies about me," she cried. "I can't believe my own sister would try to ruin my marriage." My mother stood up immediately. "Emma," she said coldly, "if you can't support your sister's relationship, maybe you shouldn't be around the family right now." The words hit harder than I expected. "Are you serious?" I asked. My father sighed. "Your sister is clearly hurting." Ashley sobbed louder. Daniel still hadn't moved, and in that moment, I realized something. Ashley didn't just want sympathy. She wanted me gone. So I stood up, slowly, quietly. "Fine," I said. "If that's what you all believe." Ashley wiped her tears, but I saw it, that tiny flicker of victory in her eyes, the moment she thought she had won. The next morning, my phone exploded. Messages from relatives, angry texts, disappointed calls. Some told me I needed to apologize. Others said I should stay away from Ashley until she felt safe. Safe. From me. The irony almost made me laugh. Then my mom sent the message that officially cut me off. "We think it would be best if you didn't come to Thanksgiving this year." 27 years of being the responsible daughter, erased overnight. But what my family didn't know was that Ashley had made a very dangerous mistake. Because while everyone believed her story, there was one person at that dinner table who didn't look convinced. Her husband, Daniel. And the moment he started asking questions, my sister's perfect lie began to fall apart. Because the truth Daniel discovered next was something Ashley never expected anyone to find. And when it finally came out, Thanksgiving dinner turned into the most uncomfortable family gathering in our history. And 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, my own family cut me off. No phone calls, no explanations, just silence. The first few days were the worst, not because I missed the drama, but because I kept replaying that dinner in my head. Ashley crying, my parents defending her, everyone looking at me like I was some jealous villain trying to destroy a marriage. 27 years of loyalty, gone in one night. And the crazy part? I still hadn't done anything wrong. For 2 weeks, I didn't contact anyone in my family. Not my parents, not my cousins, not even Ashley. If they wanted to believe her story, fine, let them. I had spent my whole life cleaning up my sister's messes. For once, I was done. Then something unexpected happened. On a Tuesday night around 11:40 p.m., my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Normally, I ignore late-night calls, but something told me to answer, so I did. "Hello?" There was a pause. Then a familiar voice spoke quietly. "Emma, it's Daniel. Ashley's husband." For a moment, I didn't say anything. Of all the people I expected to hear from, he was the last one. "What do you want?" I asked. Daniel sounded nervous. "Look, I know this is weird," he said, "but I need to ask you something." I leaned back in my chair. "What?" Another pause. Then he asked the question that told me everything I needed to know. "Did you actually tell people I was cheating on Ashley?" I laughed. Not because it was funny, because it was exhausting. "No," I said. "Then why would she say that?" he asked. Now that was an interesting question. "Why are you asking me?" I said. "You're her husband." Daniel sighed. Because something about that night didn't make sense. That got my attention. "Explain." He hesitated before answering. "At dinner, when she accused you, you looked confused." "Well, yeah," I said, "because I was." "I know," he replied, "and Ashley knows when people are lying." I stayed quiet. Daniel continued. "She kept looking at me while she was talking," he said slowly, "like she was checking my reaction." Now that was interesting. Ashley didn't care if the family believed her. She cared if Daniel believed her. "Daniel," I said carefully, "why are you really calling me?" Another long silence. Then he said something that changed everything. "Because someone sent me a message." My stomach tightened. "What kind of message?" Daniel took a breath. 2 nights ago, I got an anonymous text. My heart started beating faster. "What did it say?" He spoke quietly. "Ask your wife why she lies about Emma." For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then I asked the obvious question. "Who sent it?" "I don't know," he said. "No name, no number, just a burner phone." "And that made you call me?" No, Daniel said. That just made me start paying attention. He explained what had happened after the dinner. Ashley had been acting strange, more protective of her phone, more emotional, more paranoid. She keeps asking me if I've talked to you, Daniel said. I frowned. And what do you say? That I haven't. He paused. But now I have. Something about the situation felt wrong. Ashley didn't usually panic like this unless she was hiding something. And suddenly, a thought crossed my mind. Daniel, I said slowly, has Ashley accused anyone else of spreading rumors about you? He went quiet. Then he said something that made my skin crawl. Yes. How many people? 3. 3. 3 different people Ashley had accused of claiming Daniel was cheating, and all 3 had denied it. Suddenly, the pattern became clear. Ashley wasn't defending her marriage. She was controlling the narrative. Daniel, I said carefully, let me ask you something. Okay. Have you ever actually cheated on Ashley? Another long silence. Then he answered honestly. No. His voice sounded tired, but lately she acts like she's waiting to catch me. That was when the final piece clicked into place. Ashley wasn't afraid of Daniel cheating. She was afraid of something else being discovered. Daniel, I said. Yes? What if Ashley is accusing people before they can accuse her? He went completely silent. I could practically hear his brain working. What do you mean? He asked slowly. I took a deep breath. Think about it, I said. She tells everyone that people are spreading rumors about you cheating. Right. So if someone actually reveals something suspicious, they'll look like the liar, he finished. Exactly. Another long silence filled the phone. Then Daniel said something that told me the truth was already starting to scare him. Emma, there's something else. What? I checked Ashley's phone yesterday. My heart skipped. And? She has been texting someone named Mark. My stomach dropped. Who's Mark? Daniel's voice turned cold. I don't know. But they've been meeting at a hotel downtown. The exact same hotel Ashley accused me of lying about. Suddenly, everything made sense. Ashley didn't create the rumor to protect Daniel. She created it to protect herself. And she needed someone to blame, so she chose the easiest target. Me. Daniel, I said quietly. Yes. I think your wife set me up. Another long silence followed. Then he said something that told me Ashley's world was about to collapse. I think you're right. But what neither of us realized yet was that Ashley had made one more mistake, a very big one. Because the person she had been secretly meeting was someone my family knew very well. And when that secret finally came out, Thanksgiving dinner turned into the most explosive family gathering anyone had ever seen. And 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, my own family cut me off because of a lie my sister told. But by the time Thanksgiving dinner arrived, that lie had already started destroying her life. After Daniel and I spoke on the phone that night, things moved quickly, faster than either of us expected. Daniel didn't confront Ashley immediately. Instead, he started watching, listening, paying attention to things he had ignored before. Ashley thought the drama with me had solved her problem. She thought the family had chosen her side. What she didn't realize was that the one person she needed to convince the most was already starting to doubt her. 2 days later, Daniel called me again. This time, his voice sounded different, colder. Emma, he said, I checked the hotel. My stomach tightened. And? They confirmed Ashley was there. My chest felt heavy. With Mark? I asked. Yes. Then he said something even worse. And it wasn't just once. Ashley had been meeting this man at the same hotel for months, Every few weeks, same room, same nights, while telling everyone she had late work meetings. But the biggest surprise came next. Daniel finally figured out who Mark was. And when he told me, I had to sit down. Because I knew the name. Everyone in my family did. Mark wasn't some random coworker. He wasn't a stranger. He was someone who had been around our family for years. Someone my parents trusted. Someone Ashley had introduced to everyone as just a friend. Mark was my cousin Ryan's best friend. A man who had attended birthdays, barbecues, even Christmas dinner. Ashley had been having an affair with him behind everyone's backs. And to make sure nobody ever suspected her, she created a fake rumor about Daniel cheating, then blamed it on me. When Daniel realized the truth, he didn't yell. He didn't break anything. He didn't even confront Ashley right away. Instead, he said something that shocked me. "Emma," he said quietly, "Thanksgiving is in 4 days." "Yeah," I replied. "I think it's time your family hears the truth." At first I laughed. "Daniel, they already chose Ashley." "I know," he said, "but they chose her based on a lie." He paused. "And I have proof." Thanksgiving Day arrived, and for the first time in my life, I wasn't invited. My parents' house was full of relatives, 20 people, the same people who had read that group chat message, the same people who believed I had tried to destroy my sister's marriage. I spent the afternoon alone in my apartment. No family, no dinner, just silence. Around 6:15 p.m., my phone buzzed. It was Daniel. "Are you home?" he asked. "Yes." "Good," he said, "because you're about to get a call." "From who?" "Your mother." 30 seconds later, my phone rang. Mom. I stared at the screen for a moment before answering. "Hello?" Her voice sounded shaken. "Emma, can you come over?" I frowned. "Why?" Silence. Then she said 3 words that told me everything. "Daniel showed us something." Apparently, what happened at Thanksgiving dinner was chaos. Halfway through the meal, Daniel stood up from the table. Ashley thought he was going to make a toast. Instead, he placed his phone in the center of the table and played a video. Hotel security footage. Ashley, walking through the lobby, laughing, holding hands with Mark. The timestamp showed a date from 2 weeks before the dinner where she accused me. The same week she had told everyone Daniel was working late. According to my cousin, Ashley sat in the corner crying. Daniel stood near the window. My parents looked ashamed. When I walked into the room, every eye turned toward me. My father was the first to speak. "Emma, we owe you an apology." Those words felt strange after weeks of silence, but I didn't say anything, because apologies don't erase betrayal. Then Ashley looked up at me, her eyes red, her voice shaking. "You told him, didn't you?" I almost laughed. "No," I said. "You did." Daniel walked toward the door. He grabbed his coat. "Where are you going?" Ashley asked. He looked at her like she was a stranger. "Somewhere honest," he replied, and then he left. That night, the family group chat exploded again, but this time the messages were very different. Relatives apologizing, cousins admitting they should have defended me, my mother begging to fix things. But the truth is, some damage can't be undone. Being cut off by your own family changes the way you see people, even when they apologize. As for Ashley, her marriage ended 3 months later. Mark disappeared the moment the affair became public, and the sister who once turned the entire family against me is now the one nobody trusts. Funny how life works sometimes. 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, I was the family villain. By Christmas, I was the only one who hadn't lied. The truth has a strange way of showing up, eventually, and when it does, it usually arrives at the worst possible moment for the person who tried to hide it.